my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we, my darlings? How are we doing? All right, some quick updates. The t-shirts are coming. Yes, my darlings. In a matter of maybe a week or so, we're going to have more t-shirts. The blue t-shirts are coming back, my darlings. And we are also going to have the black v-neck. What is delayed is not denied, my babies. Yes. You know, I usually put my commercial in front, but we are completely sold out apart from 2 sizes, the biggest sizes. So I have it in the back, but we are coming back in a hot minute. And guess what, my darlings? The bras are coming. The bras are coming. Thank you so very much for your love and support. You absolutely know that I am a self-funded girly out here. It has been a phenomenal journey. So I need you guys now to go and subscribe onto the website. Make sure you get your notification, because that's what we're doing behind the scenes. The behind the scenes is so intense, and I am so grateful. I'm so happy. And yeah, my darlings, you are going to what? You're going to live and love. So why are we here? I'll tell you why we're here. I follow a whole bunch of YouTubers out here in these YouTube streets. And one of my absolute favorites, very nice guy, very chill, very funny, huge comedian. I know you've heard of him. Is none other than the fabulous Shuler King. He always makes me laugh. He makes me laugh all the time. Always makes me happy. And I said to myself, after listening to this particular skit that he had, I said, you know what, this is interesting and it's great for Fumi Nation, because we can have sister to sister finances, considering the amount of finances has poured into my brand. My God. All right, so here we go. Take a listen, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, interesting story. Okay, so this man refused to marry his girlfriend because refused to propose to her because she's $90,000 in debt. Now he makes $250,000 a year, and he's paying all the bills. He taking care of everything, paying his bill, her bills. They set as far as that's concerned. All he want to do is he want her to take her money and get out of debt. That's what he want. I don't see nothing wrong with that. He's like, no, I'm taking care of you and me. I got the situation for you. You don't have to worry about nothing. All I want you to do is take your money and get out of debt. That's all I want. As soon as you do that, we can get married. Hey, I don't see nothing. Hey, lady, you better get to paying them bills. Don't bother with nothing. And here's another rule. When you get married, you better not get your ass back in debt. Because he's smart. He being financially astute. He's smart. That's all he's saying. No, I just don't want to. I ain't know you 90,000 in the hole. And I'm paying about car note, insurance, health insurance, light bill, mortgage, all that. We got all that set. All I want you to do, I know you want the rank. All I want you to do is pay off your debt. That ain't too much to ask. That man ain't asking that. You just don't feel like doing what it take, because it may take some time. But hey, that is the way the cookie crumbles.
Yes, my darling. So I said, you know what? Let's have a tete-a-tete. I absolutely agree with him. Absolutely agree with whom? With the groom-to-be. With the groom-to-be who has an annual salary, is a gross or net, of $250,000 a year. Homegirl, darling, you have to get yourself together. As a matter of fact, you are living for free, because he has inherited all of the utility bills. He has inherited everything of which you would have spent your salary on. I believe that it is so important, especially when you want to have long-lasting relationships. Love is not enough. Money is a huge aspect. I get a lot of questions in my DMs. Fumi, can you show us how you take care of finances? What is the best way of handling finances? And that was why I thought I would do this, because in these austere times, it's tight. It really is the mindset of a human being. It's the mindset of a person to say to yourself, how responsible do I want to be? It's not the getting in debt, it's the getting out of debt, where you are now going to be in a relationship, in a marriage with somebody else legally, which means that whatever happens to you, it can fall on him. Whatever happens to him, it can fall on you. I understand the dynamic where perhaps it's even the woman, the wife, that who earns more than the husband. Whoever earns more should pay more, as far as I am concerned. And if you are in any kind of debt, you now have a partner who is so generous and considerate of you and your situation to say, take your money and get yourself out of debt and build your credit back up, so that way, with that credit, you can open up your business, you can open up your brand, you can open up whatever you want to achieve. But it is the mindset. And as far as I am concerned, as a woman, as an auntie, as a grandmother, as a mother, as a friend, there is nothing better. Nothing better. It's the best advice. It's the most golden advice. Be financially independent. So take this opportunity where he says, crawl out of debt. Because you think when I get married that it's going to be all and dandy. Who is to say that he might not be in a financial crunch? Who is to say? Because you never know. This life, something happens and you have to be the breadwinner. And let me not even begin to tell you how much it is really to have children. It's very expensive. Very expensive. You getting out of debt is not even scratching the surface. You have to build your credit score. Be able for you now where you can even apply for credit at any time that you need, that you want. 100%. You're going to have children. You're going to have other expenses. That is so important in a marriage because money is extremely important. It's the silent death to many, many marriages. What are you spending this on? What are you spending that on? I see a receipt for this, that, and the third. We need to get this. We need to have that for the house. We need that for the house. It can also breed resentment. Here he is. He's taking care of everything. And he said, I'll marry you, but I'm not going to marry your debt. And even with that, might I gently say that somebody who is in debt is not really that important. Somebody who is in debt who doesn't care to clear the debt because she wants him to inherit her debt and pay her debt. That's not somebody that's responsible. That's not somebody I want to align myself with. You see, I'm trying to be upmarket at all times. I want to be fabulous at all times. I want to have friends who understand finance, who can teach me. I want to be around positive people. I want to be around ambitious people. I want to be around people who value their time. Somebody that values their time, you will see how they behave. You will see how they are dressed. You will see how they handle money. You will see how they comport themselves. Somebody that's responsible, that pays their debt, that sits down and says, I need the spreadsheet so that I need to know what is going out every month, what's coming in every month. As a matter of fact, somebody who says, I've got debt of 90,000, darling, I don't want us to get married now. Let me clear this and then we can get married. That is somebody who I'll propose and give the ring tonight. Because it's not enough to say, I got this, if you can just take it for me. It's not cute anymore. That time has changed. We are living in a world where I truly stand by. As a woman, you should be responsible, equally responsible financially for the home. If he puts in, you put in. If, for example, both of you earn the same amount of money, both of you 50-50. Some people will say, no, I'm not going 50 with a man. That time has changed. That mentality, I don't have it anyway. And I don't encourage it. In the event that he says, you know what, Fumi, as Ula has done, to be fair, I can take care of it. You keep your coin. I said, you know what, I'll take care of the groceries. I also take care of the cell phones. I said, you know what, no. Let me pay 1 or 2 bills. Let me pay 1 or 2 utility bills in here. Sometimes I'll fast track and I'll pay it before he does, kind of thing. I make it a point to pay bills in the house because it really makes me feel good. And then you know what I do? I save. I square off that coin. Majority of the time, I buy high street. I eat my salads, I stay healthy, exercise, because between getting your finances together and your health, darlings, your body, your mind, your mental stability, you're keeping score and you're shuffling, making sure that you have something towards retirement, that you have something towards the older age, that you have something, as we are doing now with the brand, where we can say, okay, fine, we can systematically put this in self-funded, which is extremely difficult, as I have found. And baby, when I tell you, never again. But we are approaching the finish line. The bottom line, sister to sister, money is a weapon, and if it's in the wrong hands, it can be weaponized against you. Always make sure you have your money. Make sure that you have a payment plan. I've done it many a time. You call the debtors and say, I can pay this every month. I know I said I could do this, but I can't. So I can pay this every month, and stick to it. Stick to it. You don't really need to buy clothes or anything out there. You don't. You go for your walks. I meet a lot of you in the London streets when I'm going for my walks and everything. Exercise. You don't need to have a gym membership. You don't need to have that fabulous red lipstick. You get a red lip, you get an orange lip, and you can have an ombre lip. Grow out your hair. Healthy Hair Studio is right there. And I've saved so much. Thousands on wigs and weaves. I don't need it. I buff my own nails. You know what? I can do my manicure, pedicure at home. Cut back. Because, darling, you want to have a rich bank account, and you want to have security for the future. And this life has so many twists and turns, so much of the unexpected, that it is astute that you prepare for the unexpected, because it just might not work out or play out the way that you thought that it would. And throughout my adult years, I found out that the one thing that would allow me to pick up and go was money. The one thing that I could do, or I could invest in was money. The one thing I could do if I wanted to relocate, as I did from California to Europe, was money. The one thing that I can say and do, whether it's a project, whether it's a brand, that I can turn down, is because I've got money. So I don't have to see to you. It is the one power tool that any woman, more so than a man, that will allow you to pick up and go, that will allow you to pick up and rebuild, that will allow you to take care of your children. Whether he there or not there doesn't make any difference to you. You are in your driving seat. You are in the driving seat. You are on the bus and you are driving that bus. Everybody on that bus can stay or go. They can stay or leave. As I call it, it is an open door policy. You can stay, you can go. If you want to stay, we kiki. If you want to go, it's been real and it's been wonderful while you were here. The money gives you the independence. Never let it be a situation whereby a guy has to tell you that take care of your debt before I can marry you. It means that you are not in the right frame of financial importance. You don't understand the importance of financial freedom. It should be the other way around. Baby, you know what? Let me take care of 1 or 2 things. Then we'll get married. And let me also say this. It's the same thing for guys. If a guy comes to you and he's cute, he's got the potential, because not everybody is ready-made, but you can see that he's got the potential, and he comes with clarity. This is what I talk about when you meet guys. It's not enough for him to take you out on a date, in a dark restaurant. From there, take you into a club where you can't hear anything, and then you say, "He, my man." No, you haven't talked. You haven't talked about finances. You haven't talked about medical history of which you should collect. Yeah. You haven't talked about family, his family, your family. You haven't talked about the kind of family that you want. You haven't talked about mental health. With all of the deleting of these men and their families and their children, it is horrendous. There's an epidemic, and you have to have these discussions. Put away the religion. Do you know that? Put that away. Put away black and white. Put it away. Because the list that I had for my man in my 20s was not the list I had when I was 40. And I have been happily married. We're now going 18 years. It is the difficult questions, and it is the reality. You have to be realistic with yourself. What can I bring to the table? What can I do? And I also want to be able to grow, evolve. I want to have my own dreams. You have to ask and say and put your foot down, the non-negotiables, when you speak to this brother. Going in, not after you have gotten into the marriage, but before you go into the marriage, because he might not be for you and you might not be for him, and that's okay. It just means that, you know what, we got to where we got to and we fall back, because you have to keep the standard. That's why I tell you the 10 rules of the finances, of the health, all of that plays in. Because if you go with a guy who is also not great with his health, and he smokes and he drinks excessively, as well as other candies and other herbs, this is not what you want around your children. Because when you become a mother, you become I don't even know the word to describe it. I became somebody else. And my son made me really keep to my standards. It really did. So anyway, my darlings, that's the little tete-a-tete for you. I wanted just to give you a little spiel. Drop it down in the comments. Put the dollar emoji, put the pound emoji, put whatever currency emoji from whatever country you're from, just to indicate if you like this little tete-a-tete. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, baby, and I will see you sooner than later. Mwah! All of my love.
Hi guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking.
Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we, baby? Yes. We have new t-shirts, my darlings. We have our Powerpuff Superwoman. It had to be her. It could not be anybody else. As you very well know, she is the first and front and center of every episode, and she represents us. She represents all of us. She represents our strength. She represents our fabulosity. She represents eating our salads and minding our business. And baby, what is delayed is not denied. We have come out with the baby blue, and when you turn around, we have what is delayed is not denied. We did longer sleeves this time around for our girlies. For those of you that are conscious of your upper arms, I got you, mama. We also have what? The crew neck, so that you are comfortable with your limousine girlies and you can go everywhere and anywhere. We have no tags. Instead, I made sure that it was a print so that you have no reactions. There you go, my darlings. Are we living and loving? Beautiful cotton. Might I add that we ship internationally. We have it in our beautiful sky blue for a punch of color for spring. We also have it in cream, my darlings. Yes. And sizes small to 4X. I went out yesterday. Was it day before yesterday? And when I tell you the amount of compliments that I got, I screamed. I was like, is there something that I do not know? And I was so impressed with the amount of guys that said, I need this for my mom, I need this for my wife, I need it for my girlfriend, for my sister, for my cousins. And they just kept on asking. I was at the mall, and it was unbelievable. You can tuck her in. It's a long tee, and you will absolutely absolutely love her. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy. Yes, darlings, the links are below. Go ahead and get yours. If we sell out, I will order more. All right? Love you, and thank you. Mwah.